Hey everyone, my name's Calvin and welcome to my Procreate watercolor tutorial. In this video I'm going to show you how to paint a watercolor watermelon slice like this one. And I'll put links to all the brushes and textures I use in the description of this video. So the first thing I'll do is open up a new blank watercolor texture document. And I'll do a sketch first. So I got the auto black pencil selected here, medium size. This is going to be a little bit three-dimensional. So I'll just do the normal watermelon slice shape and then sort of add an extra dimension like this. And I want to do a kind of a bite out of it, so I'll do like that. And I can erase the extra lines here just so it's more clear. And the rind will be like this. And there'll be kind of a fading where it will go from dark green to yellow, and then to a bit white. And then finally to red, and the seeds will be like this. Okay, so I've got my sketch, and I'll choose a different layer to do my painting on. I think I'll use the abstract round brush, and I'll choose a sort of dark green color first, just for the rind. And the watermelon has this sort of gradient going on, so after I do the dark green, I'll push it a little bit to yellow and choose a lighter color and do that. Now I'll grab the watermelon color, which is basically almost a salmon color actually. So same brush, abstract round, and I'll just throw some color on that. And I'm varying my pressure a lot, like pushing hard and pushing soft, because I want to create these hard edges in there, like there. And for the side of it, I'm going to do just a tiny bit of a lighter version of the same color, just like that. And then I'll do inside the bite area. And then towards the top of the bite, I'll darken it, as if there's kind of a shadowy area in there. And then back up here, I'll go back and choose that same color again, and just do that edge like that. Okay, that's pretty good. I just want to clean up this with the eraser a little bit. Okay, I think I can turn off my sketch now, and I'll just grab the blender tool and do some blending. And as I do this, I'm going to do this kind of wiggling brush stroke, just so it looks more, I don't know, watery. Okay, that's pretty good. Up here, I'll do it a little bit carefully. And then where the bite is, I'll just kind of, just roughly blend it. Okay, and I want to straighten out this edge here with the eraser. But I don't want to make it perfect. That's the downside with the iPad, is you can get carried away, making everything like way too perfect, and it doesn't look like watercolor anymore. So this edge here, I want to bring it out, so I'll just use the selection tool and go like this, and I'll lighten that, like that, and I'll grab my blender tool and just sort of fade that ragged edge. There we go. So we have that sort of line of contrast that's sort of continuing up there. Okay, almost done here. I just want to lighten this because if you've seen a watermelon, it's like, of course you've seen a watermelon. It's like it goes from green to sort of white, and then towards the center it gets darker and darker. So I'll try to get that same effect by just making a selection in this area like that, and I'll feather it out. I'll desaturate it and lighten it a bit like that, and then up here, this area here, I'll feather that one, and I'll make this a lot darker and a lot more saturated. Maybe we can shift the hue a little bit. Okay, that's pretty good. And then at the very end here, I want it to be almost oversaturated. There we go. And I'll grab my blender tool, medium size, and just sort of, again, break up some of those odd selection lines that kind of happen. Almost done. I just want to add some dark lines in this area, but I'll do it on a separate layer because I'm going to adjust the opacity later. So same brush, we pretty much use the same brush for the whole thing. And I'll set that to multiply, and I'll make it super light, just so it's barely there. And then one more layer on top of that, and I'll do the seeds. And the watermelon seeds are sort of teardrop shaped, and I'll just do them randomly like this. If you want to give it more contrast, you can do another layer on top and choose a white color, and pretty much any of the brushes that have the more covering power, like the Neptune Quill, for example, you can do it pretty fine and just sort of do a white line at the edges here. This is totally optional, and it will just give it this kind of slightly shiny look, I guess. You just need to make sure that you lighten that, just like that. Just another way to add some detail. So let me know if you have any questions or comments, and I did put a link to all the materials I used in the description of this video. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.